coachmen, we kind of go from here to there, then you find other things and you say, oh geez, what are they thinking? I go on the roof and I've got a major problem on all four corners. Whoa, 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 back up the tow truck here.
It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Bath, Pennsylvania, about to inspect this Brookstone by Coachman. It's a 374 RK. Now stick around. We don't know what we're going to find. We first need to find electricity and water. We'll talk about that later. But keep your fingers crossed, because our customer is hoping we find nothing that's going to prevent them from buying this. We'll update you at lunch and the end of the day.
All right, first glimpse. Welcome to our world. This doesn't happen often, okay? But once in a while, it'll happen. I want you to remember this. This is not ready. We were here way too early, meaning we're scheduled at 9. We were here, I think, at 7 of 9, because for me, being on time is late, so. Nah, it's parked here. It's now 9:20 or something. Let me just check. 10 after 9. Okay, I'm going to exaggerate. It's 10 after 9. Nothing is ready. I've been going around here. There's no propane, no water. I just took my battery box out because I'll have to check my battery anyway, and the battery is dead. So there's nothing in here. Nothing's been tended to. It's parked there. So I just want you to remember this. This is how you're going to be treated, meaning this should give you a good telltale sign how this dealership, this particular dealership, will treat you. We've been to those dealerships before, and it seems to be a common thread around them. They're parked, you show up, they'll figure it out when you show up, if you show up. So whatever reason that they have to not take care of you, that's how they're going to take care of you once you bought it. Remember, there's this misconception of how do we buy an RV? People reach out to us through our email, through our comment, and they say, how should I process if I'm buying and I want an inspection? Do I go before or after? Let me just put it this way. You're dealing with a dealership. They will tell you that, oh, there's no need, no problem. Send your inspectors anytime, it's not a problem. We'll just do the paperwork and you can have them come up. Whoa, 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 back up the tow truck here. Do you know why you're having an inspection before signing paperwork? It's to make sure this is done. Here's how it works in a dealership. You got the service department, you got the sales department. Both of them collide all the time. When sales say, hey, I sold this unit, service looks at them and says, take a number. When sales says, listen, I'm going to close this deal, but they got an inspection list of things that needs to be done before they sign the paperwork. Even if service says, take a number, the general manager and sales manager is going to say, you're getting that rig ready now because this is money that's coming in. I hope you got the concept here. Stop listening to what the salespeople tell you. Sales and service collide constantly. One doesn't like the other, so that becomes your problem. On this unit so far, I'll go on the roof while I'm doing nothing because, well, I had to communicate with the salesman when I come here. 99.9% of the time, we don't see the salesman. We don't talk to the salesman. I don't even know what the salesman looks like at 99% of the time. Just saying, I'm not dealing with the salesman. I'm dealing with your rig. So this is what we're looking at. So far, Coachman looks solid on this unit. So far, I don't see any major flaw, except the fact that nothing's ready. But it's, well, I say that and then, well, I already have a leak. Winterizing stuff that probably comes from those two pipe up here. Telltale, just look at those things. Let's go check what Laurel has inside for now.
So come on in, let's see my first glimpse and the stow and go. So as far as the stow and go, it's pretty nice as far as pack your lunch because you're not going to get to your kitchen because it's way back there, right? Beautiful once it's open. But you can sit in here and have your sandwich. So while I'm here, let me tell you my first glimpse. So this is what I find. The first thing I see is that the valance is falling. Okay, so it's the first glimpse. I've only been in here for 10 seconds. The other part of your stow and go is you have perfect access to your bathroom, to your shower, and also to your bedroom. So honestly, the stow and go's not so bad for a fifth wheel. Just pack your cooler. That's all. We'll see you at lunchtime and update you on what else we find.
Lunchtime recap. Yes, I'm in here. That's because I've been having issues with my ACs. So I learned that Coachman does a different system, meaning they do not work 3 ACs at the same time. So they'll switch power from the rear one to the front one. So when it's not up to par, it doesn't allow the 3 of them to work at a cycle of AC. Okay, so I was gonna say I'm excited by Coachman from what I've seen outside and all the stuff that I saw. But now with this problem, it's like, okay, I don't know who's the engineer, but you're not making sense because any other unit that has 3 ACs can run the 3 together, but whatever. So this created the problem that Laurel is mentioning. It's hot in here. Well, yeah, but it's got to go to temp in the back to finally send some cold in the front bedroom. Okay, so those 2 AC can't run at the same time? Well, no, you're on a 50 amp circuit. Okay, well that's funny because we've had that on our unit before and I ran 3 ACs all the time continuously. So that's kind of a ridiculous statement or engineering fact that doesn't work. Or you wanting to buy, it's always going to be warm in that section. Or it's going to be cold here and it's going to be warm in your bedroom. So I hope like hell that you don't have to be in 2 sections at the same time. So let's go outside. Overall, I've got a nice construction to finish my AC inside. What got me to search into that is because I had a breaker that was tripped. So that created concern, and that's why I thought the ACs didn't work. Well, actually, that's what's happening. And finally, I played with all of them. I even talked to one of the tech here, and that's who explained to me that, oh, Coachman have this, and then the Riverstone is the same thing. Okay, well, that stuns me a little bit, but now I can't say nothing. They're working. And they're working as intended, but not the way I would like to intend it, so it's not a problem. So, on the unit, I think it's the first time that we have 4 slides on an RV, and they actually flawlessly performed. It was beautiful. I go on the roof, and I've got a major problem on all 4 corners, meaning the material that they put, as you can see, this black material that they put for the corner, joins with that self-leveling sealant. This hard material doesn't adhere to the TPO of the roof. So opposite corner, same thing. So this material is not attaching to this TPO. So they'll need to address this. Since the last 7 months, I hope it didn't do any damage. And so is this corner, same thing. So you can see that this goes in there. This doesn't attach, so it actually goes right into your walls. So as I had in the front, I got the same problem in 2 of the corners in the back. As you can see here, it's not touching, so this is not attached to the TPO. See? So this is not. So this is actually water intrusion right there. Oh, so we got water coming in there directly. March, not many gallons of water went in there yet, so we don't have any damage, but this needs to be addressed. You were leaving when? And what did the salesman promise you? Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, you were picking up your unit and they PDI'd. A couple of guys in here, we had a conversation about PDI. No, they're under budget. They don't want us to spend time in a PDI. There's no way we can do what you guys do. Exactly. So remember that as a buyer. Other than that, I've done my propane test. Everything is perfect. Everything is good. The par. Now I'm going to do my light, my undercarriage, and I've been watching for welds and stuff. Everything seems flawless so far. So overall, I'm excited of what I've been seeing. But how is it going to turn at the end for the whole overall construction? So far, I could actually put some other manufacturer down compared to this Coachman. Even if we find things, I'm more excited about this than a unit we used to have before that my wife really likes. The quality of construction here is way more consistent than the one we used to have. Remember what it is? Let's go check what Laurel has inside.
No, that's his. I can't do that. So it's lunchtime, and I have a few little things to talk about, but this is beautiful. Honestly, it is a gorgeous RV, but let's talk about a couple of little things, like this cabinet door right here. Everything is super, super tight, so this doesn't even shut. And then I have this crack, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but it's way up on the inside of this cupboard right here, as you can see. And speaking of cracks, let's just continue, and we'll look up here onto the ceiling, and you can see that the trim over here is coming down and needs to be reattached. And then as far as the refrigerator goes, the LED lights on the inside are not working, and this control panel is also not working. Now, the fridge and the freezer, they're not up to temp the way they should be, but they are chilling down, but it hasn't been plugged in for 12 hours, which is what we really like ahead of time so that we can test out all these things. So come on in here. Let's go up into the bedroom, and I will share with you something in the closet. That's nice and cold. That feels really good. I wish it was that cold in the living room. But in the closet, as you can see, this trim right down here, right? It's not attached. And this is, well, there's nothing behind there. If you push something in there, you're gonna break the wall. You definitely don't want to do that. Have you guys seen our perks? Check out our perks. We've got a members only club that you can join. Check it out. I think you'd like coming along with us on our journeys. So I'll see you at the end of the day.
All right, end of the day recap. Coachman. So we kind of go from here to there, then you find other things and you say, oh geez, what are they thinking? Whatever. So again, it's always the same thing. You think you were leaving when? And everything we show you, I know all of you smart one out there, yeah, right, now I know what to look for. I've been following every one of your video. All right, come to one of our endorsement camp and come and show people what you got to look for. Just to say, this one, this is a wood frame construction, okay? Just saying. But this, how long is this going to last without being covered? Why was it ripped? I don't know. Maybe somebody's earring got caught in there. I don't know. I hear there's a lot of weird people working in Indiana at shops sometimes. So I don't know. I'm just saying. This door is taking about the bottom part, as you can see. So, well, you need adjustment because now it's, you know, chafing the bottom of the door. So that's the other thing. As you can see, it's all in the same direction. This is nothing. But this is a propane line. So, I don't know, some truck drop a 5-gallon pail of paint like you see sometime on the road or whatever, and all of a sudden, I mean, come on. Tell me how this left the shop. I don't know. Maybe you ought to check with the QC in the shop. I know I've been invited before by coachmen to go, and a lot of people say, yes, Pierre, go, that'd be cool. I did. Last September, I approached the general manager of a section of the United States. He's the one who invited me, so that was cool. And I said, all right. So he says, you can come to our shop, take the unit you want. And okay, so that was in September. As you know, yes, we travel. And during that time, I'll go around your manufacturer. Well, no, that's not going to work. You can come in January, though, you know, when we have nothing to do and there's 6 foot of snow. So the invite is there, but it's kind of this, when it fits our schedule. Well, it's funny, it'd be nice if it fit your schedule when you know that customers are going to buy this and it should be in one piece. So when I see things like this, that's where I always think about, are you kidding me? For real, people? You guys, people, are spending 80, 100, 120 on this, and it's okay. And I'm going to go with what I've known forever. I've told you before, you want to gamble, go to Vegas. That is the place to gamble. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens at the dealership stays at the dealership. You leave with the prize, and that is not typically the big prize. It's typically the booby prize. I don't have man boobs yet, so don't worry about that. So on that note, because I've been debating a purple monkey also in electrical, because now my fridge in the back didn't work. So again, that's why Laurel and I communicate in and out, and then all of a sudden she tells me, you got power up there? As I thought my fridge didn't work. Well, it wasn't my outlet. It's bigger than that. Found the problem. It is a purple monkey for me. Breakers are all on. ACs are still not working. If I shut off one, now this one is working, the other one's not working. So let's go check what Laurel has inside then.
So it's the end of the day, and Pierre and I are having a little laugh in here and talking about engineers. And no, neither one of us, and I'll be the first to say, I certainly am not an engineer. But let's just talk about a couple of little things. Come on over here. So I'm here doing my windows. I said to Pierre, can you open the window for me? I'm going to do dishes. He said, something's wrong with the screen. I said, well, you can't put the screen in properly if you can't even open the window because the latch is hooked onto this. I mean, what were they thinking? Common sense-wise, the window I would have put on had two little latches on each side. Seems to me that makes more sense. But then I said to him, honey, come on, let's sit down, let's watch TV, let's sit in our love seats. This is my side and that's Pierre's side. I usually get to recline with a button, so I said, oh, recline. He reclines, he lays right back. He said, you don't know how to recline. I do know how to recline. I don't have to be an engineer to know that my recliner is catching right onto the slide trim and is never going to allow me to recline, and they're screwed directly into the floor. And then coming over to the shades, right? So I'm doing my windows, and you come over to this shade right here, it's down as far as it's going. Why? Because this is the shade that actually belongs in the window of your bedrooms, those small little half windows. That's why they have those. And then I have this valance over here, which I told you about this morning, that's falling. And then I have some paint that has actually been worn off from these chairs, which, I don't know, they can probably use something on there to make it look nicer. I'm not sure. But what do you think happened when I did my shower? Yes, my shower leaked. But aren't all RVs supposed to have leaky showers? I don't think so, but I was at Moody Beach RV Resort recently up in Wells, Maine, and we're walking around and I saw this RV with a curtain rod on the outside between two of the slides, and that's where his outdoor shower is. Well, he made it into an outdoor shower. I don't think he showers inside, which is phenomenal to me, but whatever. I thought that was pretty cool. The other issue that I have, it's a purple monkey, as Pierre likes to call it. We have no electrical outlets that are working in the kitchen or the living room area. TV won't turn on, nothing. So this purple monkey is up in the air with the electricity. If you enjoy our videos, we would love it if you'd hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and leave us a comment. If you don't know what to comment, C4BO, comment 4BlueOx. And if you're always racing to get to the next moment, what happens to the moment that you're living in right now? Enjoy the ride, and remember,
it's not about the destination, it's all about the